podcast, episode 97. You got myself, Cam, got Bez, Yells with me. Let's get into it.
The 5 Letters Podcast.
And we're back. So yeah, episode 97. Sorry, we've got a bit of technical difficulties. So if the mic doesn't sound too great, we apologize, but we will be back next time in full force. So yeah, 97. It's been a couple of weeks, you know. We obviously recorded a bit early last time. So
Yeah. We recorded super early last time. So it was a Monday, wasn't it?
yeah, it was the Monday. Obviously, we normally record on Saturday. So yeah, man, how's you guys' 2 weeks been? What were we saying? What you lot been up to? Or 3 weeks even? 'Cause, yeah, it's been about 3 weeks. How's you lot 3 weeks been?
Oh man, it's been 3 weeks of looming dread and impending doom because my birthday is coming. No, I'm joking.
I was gonna say, damn, what's been going on? You just talk.
Nah, I'm joking. It's been a decent 3 weeks. Let me go back in my diary. Let's see what I've actually done, because I feel like I've done quite a bit actually. Right, okay. So I've gone too far back.
We've also got the Euros on at the moment. So random outbursts will be because we're watching Spain, Italy at the moment. Spain are looking pretty fresh, looking decent.
Yeah. So, what have I done? Oh, okay. So I went to Putt Stars, did some mini golf, some crazy golf. That was fun. And then my work, we had an awards party, which was quite good. We all got dressed up in our best black tie attire, tuxedos and waistcoats and bow ties and all of that good stuff. And the women were wearing all kinds of nice, lovely dresses and all that good stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, Cam was there in his best funeral attire, because his John Wick attire, because he was fully he was black suit, black tie.
Yeah.
And then trainers for some reason, but hey.
Well, I wore the trainers because walking in the shoes was going to be terrible. But then I didn't put the shoes on when I got there, because I got there a bit late and I was like, let me just rush. I wanted to put my bag in the cloakroom, so I was like, let me put my bag in the cloakroom and I CBA to get my shoes out and try and take the time to put them on now, because I got to get upstairs, find my seat, because it was about to start.
Yeah.
And then barely anyone noticed. Only one person noticed without me telling them. So have that.
I mean, trainers in the suit works.
Not them trainers. And also, more people probably would have noticed, but they're not rude enough to be like, yo, yeah, they're not going to say anything to you.
Anyone who noticed and doesn't talk to me, I don't actually care about their opinion, so.
Damn.
Alright, fair enough. I mean, you heard it here first. Cam is a horrible human being. Right, so... Yeah, in fact, while we're on the subject of Cam, the reason why we are struggling with the audio today is because I've had to pull out one of my old mics. It's so dodgy, it doesn't sound good, so apologies in advance. Because Cam forgot to bring the microphones that we usually use. So yes, I'm throwing him under the bus.
Yeah,
he's not very happy about it, but I'm throwing him under the bus.
I will defend myself when I get the chance.
But yeah, so that's the reason why the audio is like this. Cam says he has something to say. Me and him are sharing the mic at the moment. He says he has something to say. So I yield my time. Cam?
I just moved house. That's my defense. I moved house. I packed my mic away. So when it came time to come today, I completely forgot to find it in its box, wherever it is. I can't even thinking right now. I don't know where it is. I have to go find it. Go digging through stuff to find it. Long. And no one reminded me.
Fair enough. So that's the story on the audio. So apologies once again, but it should be a fun episode anyway. But yeah, back to my 2 weeks. So I went to the Thames concert in Hammersmith Apollo. Literally, I woke up in the morning it was a Wednesday. I woke up in the morning on my way to work. I put on the Thames album with my headphones, my over-ear big headphones, a lot of bass and stuff. They sound great. And I got to track 6, And I was like, yo, this is a fantastic album. And I knew she had a concert that evening already. So I was like, I wonder if there's any tickets going. So when I got into work, after finishing the entire album, I was like, this album's great. Got to my desk, and I was like, okay, let me see if there's tickets. Logged on, there was 1 ticket available, like 2 tickets available still to go. And I added it to my basket. By the time, before I could check out, someone else had got it. Fair enough, happens. So I was like, okay, never mind. And then I was talking to my colleague, and my colleague was like, oh, there might be some resale tickets. You know how people, like on the day, people are like, oh, I can't go anymore, whatever. So I went on the official resale page, and there was someone selling their ticket for about half price, like half off.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll have that. I was like, oh, go on then. Go on then. So yeah, literally went to the Thames concert, pretty much one man up. And yeah, it was a great time. Had a blast. But I say I had a blast, but there were some moments. Some fights breaking out, some people having to be carried out because they're passing out in the standing bit. I saw like 5 people get carried out. So I was like, what? I was like, is it hot down there, or are they drinking too much? I was like, what's happening down there? Security, carried. Just literally, like...
Drinking that much on a school night?
On a Wednesday, that's what I'm saying. Literally, people, they crowd surfed them to the...
Oh, wow.
Up, and then security, carried them up from there, out of the building. It was crazy. And then, this dude tried to box a girl in her face. And then he missed, thankfully, and then her friend, just with the side of her phone, clapped him. Ooh. Clapped him. So, I don't know what happened or what was said exactly, but, they were walking past... I don't think they even knew each other or anything. They were walking past each other, and I think they must have bumped into him, or he must have bumped into them, or whatever. And then, someone said something, words were said, and then he swung, madman, he swung. She managed to get back up, and he missed, and her friend, just on perfect timing, just immediately with the side of her phone, just licked him in the head.
Was this all in the standing area?
So this was near the seat. So you see how when you go into an arena, you have the tunnel bit going up the stairs, and then there's railways and stuff. It was there, so they must have been, and it was just after they kind of I think there was a brief pause for some reason. So people were moving around, going to the toilet or whatever. And I guess they must have been trying to find their way back to where their seats are or whatever. Bumped into each other, whatever. He swung, missed. She clapped her, and the stewards immediately they props to them. They immediately saw what was happening and immediately got in between and broke that all up.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't swing on women. I think he got what he deserved there. I hope it hurt. Because don't swing on women.
Deserved that, yeah.
Yeah, don't be swinging on women. And yeah, but Thames was great. And if you haven't heard her album, go check that out because it's really, really good. Then other than that, it was Father's Day the other day. So we took our father out to an Ethiopian restaurant. Cam was there as well. We share a father, if you didn't know. So yeah, we went out to Ethiopian restaurant. I've been craving Ethiopian food for about 2 years, so this scratched an itch. Big time. And because I've been talking for a while, I'm going to glaze over this as well. On Tuesday, Bez and I, we went on a little double date to Indian restaurant. And that was cute as well. So yeah, that's pretty much me.
Place was mad. 5 courses for £16.
Yeah, it was good value, and the food was banging, and I could only eat half of it, so I got 2 meals out of it. So because I finished it yesterday, because I took it away. So 2 meals for 16 quid.
Yeah, sick.
And that's 5 courses, worth it, man. Great stuff. Anyway, Bez, what about you?
Yeah, so for me, it's been relatively busy as well, actually. So pretty much straight up, I had my work kind of summer party as well. So we went up to Crewe near Manchester for 2 nights, or no, 1 night. Just went up went up. It was chaos. So there was all these issues with the train. So obviously I had to get train up, and then
Did they coach you all up?
Nope.
Terrible.
They coached us from Crewe station to the venue, but not up from London. So we had to get to Crewe, and yeah, so I had a train booked 7:38. My train was. obviously got to the station at 7:20 or something, 7:15 or whatever. Got to the station. I'm looking on the board. I'm not even seeing my train on there. I'm like, what's going on? And then like they're all saying, oh, trains to Houston aren't running. You have to get underground, all this kind of stuff. So I'm like, what's going on? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just get a 7:30 train then, because my one's close enough. Let me get that. Then that was delayed. So I was looking around, went and asked people that, oh yeah, there's loads of issues going on. And then so I came back to go to the platform. They said, yeah, get the next train from platform 9. Going back to the platform, see a sea of people just flooding towards me. I'm like, what's going on? Then they're like, oh, it's because obviously everyone's trying to get overground trains to Houston.
Yeah.
And then like then they have to now get the underground, so they all have to go from one platform to the other. So I'm just like, oh my god, and I've got my suitcase kind of like trying to squeeze through. And then so everyone had issues because obviously there was just, I think apparently there was what did they say, a suspicious death on the train lines. A suspicious
on one train line.
Yeah, so apparently it was somewhere near here, somewhere in like the bushy kind of way.
Oh, okay.
So like there was a suspicious death, which I don't know what that means, but something happened around there, so it just messed up the whole train. So like all of us going from London up to there were just having issues. So we were meant to get there for like 10. I think I was meant to get at 9:30. I got there like just 11 something.
Oh, mad.
Which luckily wasn't that bad. Some other people got there like 1, 2-ish.
Yeah.
So had our like kind of AGM meeting, all that kind of stuff, and then had a barbecue. Our event wasn't great, like just kind of just sitting in a conservative club essentially, and had a few drinks. Then the next day we did like some activity, team building thing, which was quite cool, where we had like different kind of games. It was so it was like one was like you have to try and fish things out of a pond essentially, and try and unlock the codes and then that sort of thing. There was a few different team building games, which was quite fun. Then came back, and then it was my brother and niece's birthday I went down to my parents on the Thursday when I got back. Just had dinner, and then Saturday when my nephew does some dancing, so he had a dance show. Went to see that, which was cool. He did a little dance to Space Jam. Everybody get up. It was cool. But there's some very good dances there, which is and they have like,
how old?
So it ranges. So you have like some which is probably like 3, 4 up until probably like 17, 18.
Okay.
But they have it so each age group kind of does their own dance, and they have like kind of I'd say 13 to 16, 17 range, which are like kind of semi-professional. They're really good, and they just dance throughout the whole thing to like different songs. So they'll play like Stormzy, and they'll be dancing to Stormzy, and they have different sort of so they have some people come out and do like a story. So like one person will be like Alice in Wonderland, they do a dance to that or something like that, which is pretty cool. Then on Sunday went to Flip Out, trampoline park, which it was fun. Still do flips. I was very proud of myself.
With long legs, you can do flips. Yeah,
man, I'm still possible. And I was trying to flip between the trampolines. I was getting there, but I wasn't able to. And I did a trust fall, which was like it's free fall. So you jump off a tower essentially into a crash mat.
Yeah.
Which was scary. Scary. I say it was about 20 foot. My girlfriend says otherwise. She said it was 10 foot. There's no or less. I was like, there's no chance. And then I feel like that's kind of it. Other than I went cinema last weekend. And then we went to the Indian restaurant yesterday, or 2 days ago. Yeah, that's pretty much it up until now.
Nice. So for me, of course, I was at the awards ceremony as well, for work.
Did you guys win anything?
Nah.
I presented though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to get up on stage and present an award because I won last year at our awards. So the winners from last year get up and present this year. It was bright as hell. Like the lights were in my face, like blinding me. When I tell you it was blinding, it was crazy.
Do you have any Oscar moments? You know, someone run up with the wrong name and
it actually happened. Oh my god! So, and the thing is, a lot of people don't know the context. So one of the other presenters read out someone else's name, but she did it deliberately because
joke, no?
Yes. But no one in the room.
No one knew the joke.
No, of course you know it's a joke, but you don't know the context of the joke, which I'm about to explain to you.
Go.
If you let me land.
I feel like the issue was I feel like people didn't notice that she made a joke because she said what she said, and then the real person came up.
So she said the wrong name, but they didn't let her land, didn't it? So she said the wrong name, but was going to correct. She was joking, so she was going to correct herself and announce the real winner. But the production team started playing the congratulations music immediately, put her like the actual winner's name on the screens and all that just immediately.
Oh.
So everyone was like, hold on, she said this name, but it's going to this person.
Yeah.
And then the actual winner came up and it was just glossed over. But the reason why she did it was because when we had rehearsals, the guy who was organising production was like, our like cue cards had the winner for what we were presenting on it. But he was like, everyone... Oh no, he was like, don't say who's won your award because we want to keep some surprises between us. So when we were rehearsing, we all said that person's name because he was one of the people who was in the room, and he would he was doing whatever he was doing while he wasn't speaking, but it was like, oh, congratulations to him. And he would be like, oh, like, thank you. Like, and it was just a joke that we were having amongst us as presenters.
See.
So she just did that was doing a callback.
Yeah.
But 90% of the room were not involved. So like you can't call back to a joke that 90% of the room. So I found it hilarious because I knew the context.
Yeah.
But 90% of the room did not know the wider context. So it just it didn't land as well as it could have. But anyway, sorry, go on.
Yeah, so that happened, and then literally the next day I was packing to get to moving because I hadn't packed it. I packed literally one box before then, and then on the Sunday after that I moved houses and living outside the family home for the first time in life. It's kind of crazy.
Damn. Grown now.
Yeah, living that grown life now. It's wild. It's still weird sleeping in a different room. Like I brought my bed with me, so it's the same bed, but I still feel weird waking up in the morning to it.
Yeah.
Like literally a few days ago, or like pretty much the past few days, I've woken up and like my bed covers are like falling off the bed, and I'm like, this never happened when I was at home. Like, what's going on? But yeah, it's nice. Like I literally got there on the Sunday and I set up like my PC and that because I was like, gotta have these things set up.
Yeah.
And then my other boxes are pretty much still fully packed.
How long you been there for now? Going on 2 weeks.
Yeah, Sunday coming would be 2 weeks.
Jeez.
And then I also got a car, so I'm whipping now.
Doing it all.
Yeah, throwing all the money at to get some independence.
How you finding driving?
It's calm. I got an automatic car, so
okay.
don't have to worry too much about remembering how to change gears.
Yeah,
I definitely remember how to change gears. I wish it was a manual car.
Yeah,
but,
you got manual license.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
trust me, when you have an automatic, it's so much better.
I know it's so chill. My left leg is just chilling, doing nothing, and my right leg's just handling.
Like you'll have times where you're like, I wish it was manual. I can change gears, but then like when you're in traffic or something, you're like, I'm so glad I got automatic.
I can imagine.
I need to get automatic. I hate manual.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I hear like a lot of people who have been driving for time be like, I wish I had an automatic car.
Yeah.
Because this manual thing is not great. But yeah, it's been calm. I was like, I need it because I've moved a bit further away from work, so I needed a car to be able to get to work. And then what else? And then obviously, the Father's Day dinner. With the Ethiopian, pretty good food. Had a good time. But yeah, I think that's all from me.
Why don't you take us into the break then?
Cool. So we'll have a little break now. We'll play a first song. What song we gonna go? We're gonna go with Whistle by K-Trap as our first song. So yeah, we'll be right back.
New one came with a whistle. Step round there like my new thing wanna make it official. Bro just caught one offside like my old thing's living in twilight. My new one fresh out the salon. Me, I'm fresh out the tea. And she got gym in this morning. Girl, you done better than me. White nails and French on the toes. I made a mess on the stove. Didn't get her a rose. But I'll pull up outside, let you get in the rolls. Tell me, do you stay at home? Or do you like bottle shows? Do you chase the bag or just fuck it up? Do you get up and go or just cuddle up? I got bind if they trouble us. I got 3/8 and 9X, 9's all muddled up. You don't even get that language. New one came with a whistle.
And we are back. That one right there. Shout out to K Trap. That one's track is titled Whistle. Yeah, so we made a little bit of an adjustment. I've swapped over. I'm sharing with Bez now. Cam's got the bad mic by himself. So it should be a little bit better for you.
Yeah, punish me. Punishment.
Yeah, that's what happens. Next time, remember.
The focus.
Yeah, for the focus this week, I don't think we actually really fully decided what we're going to talk about, but obviously we got the Euros on at the moment. So who's been paying attention? I know, Cam, you've been playing fantasy football and that.
Yeah.
Have you watched any games?
Nope, I've not watched a single game. But I've been paying attention to which players are getting me points. That's all I'm doing, really.
Okay.
Just to make sure that, I'm doing stuff.
I mean, fair enough. Bez, I know you've been watching some games, right?
Yeah, so I've watched quite a few games. I haven't watched like Italy or Portugal. I don't watch any of those kind of games, but I've watched most. And so far, I'd say Germany or Spain are looking the best. I obviously we did a sweepstakes, so I've did a little spreadsheet or little Notion table with all our teams. So at the moment, Yells is looking the best. Let's say at the first round, Yells had 3 wins from all his games. No, 4 wins from all his teams.
Let's go.
And then me and you, Cam, are both on 3 wins from all our teams. Okay. And then second round so far, a lot of draws. Yeah. Like, there's been no wins. Oh, Germany, only team to win. Yeah, Germany only team to win. The Yells team.
Yeah, so I forgot I had Germany. Germany looked really good. I think Spain looked good in their first game. They look to be in control of this game with Italy at the moment, but obviously they're still 0-0, so anything can happen. France did not look impressive at all. But again, it's only the first game, time to warm up. Croatia got quite far in both the World Cup and the last Euros, but they haven't looked good really more than so in this. They drew to Albania, and then they lost, right? Yeah, so Croatia haven't looked good. So right now, Belgium, calamity. So sorry to you, Cam. I think you have Belgium, so sorry about that. But there has to be some upsets. It makes it fun. But yeah.
I feel like with Belgium, it's not even really that much of an upset. They've just been they've golden generation. But
Belgium are the number 2 FIFA ranked European team in the world.
Is that true?
Yes.
Just based off of players? Or what?
Off of players and performances. So in the lead up to the Euros, obviously the qualifiers and friendlies, they were dominating. They were dominant. I think up until the other night, they hadn't lost a game in X amount of months or whatever it was.
Oh, wow.
So they were playing really, really well. And then just came to the Euros and just the lights were too bright.
Who's number 1 then?
I don't know,
Is it England? Because I'm sure, I don't know if England were number 2 and Belgium were number 1 at one point, but I think it might be England.
I'll check.
Because, I feel like Belgium are that team that whenever they have to do, because they got the players, but whenever they have to do something, they never turn up and they don't do their job.
It's because they're standing in France's shadow.
So it is still France. France is the world rankings are Argentina, France, Belgium, Brazil, England, Portugal, Netherlands, Spain, Croatia, Italy. I'm surprised Brazil are so high, bro. But yeah, so in terms of Europe, then let me just remove the South Americans. It's France, then Belgium, England, Portugal, Netherlands, Spain, Croatia, Italy. So yeah, I mean, I feel like international football is just struggling at the moment because none of these teams, England's team on paper is really good, France's team on paper is really good, Belgium's team on paper is really good, but the rest of them, I feel like they have their weakest teams that they've had in a long time. Portugal's team doesn't fill me with any kind of excitement. Neither does the Spanish team. The Croatians are getting old now. The Italians are, yeah. A lot of these teams, not on paper, they don't fill me with that. Like when thinking about some of their past teams, they're not levels to me anyway.
Yeah, no, I'd agree because thinking about other than I'm trying to think who. Yeah, France they've got good players now.
Yeah.
Belgium, yeah. Other than them, Netherlands are dead. Like they haven't got anyone really other than Van Dijk. Their whole team is pretty much.
Have Netherlands ever had like a good just full team altogether? Because I feel like it's always been like one or two players that just
Like the
names.
90s they did. The
Yeah.
90s.
That's not ever. It's not in my lifetime.
Yeah, like they had like back in the day when they had like Van Basten and them and like Ruud Gullit. Yeah. They had like a solid team, but yeah, I guess in our lifetime not so much.
When they went to the final in 2010, they had Wesley Sneijder,
Yes.
Van
Yes.
Persie, all them lot, yeah.
Yes. I remember
What's his
that.
Nigel De Jong, the Van
Bronckhorst.
Bronckhorst. Like,
Van Bronckhorst, that name. Yeah. Now you're saying all those names, I'm like, I remember. I remember that time.
That time was like, they're good players, but they in the last 15 years, I don't think they even qualified for the last tournaments. Like they've been that bad, and Portugal, I feel like Portugal probably have their close to their best side that I can think of.
Because Portugal have been woeful. Like Portugal has been Ronaldo and some plumbers. Like so Portugal's the opposite thing. So they have a really good team for Portugal, but that's because Portugal traditionally hasn't been a good team. It's been Ronaldo and some professional footballers. You know? They're professionals. They're not semi-pro or anything. They are actually professionals. But
Just called them plumbers a second ago.
I mean, they may as well be. Like, but it's literally Ronaldo and some people who happen to make money playing football but aren't that good. That's what it's been. But yeah. Because I'm looking at that list. I'm like, how are Brazil fourth? Because Brazil, I don't feel like they're that good at the moment. Ronaldinho says he doesn't want to watch them play. That's how.
That's
Brazil,
crazy.
That's how Brazil is right now. Ronaldinho's like he literally said it doesn't feel like Brazilian. When he watches Brazil play, he doesn't feel like he's watching Brazilian football.
I'd be hurt if I was on that team. I would stop playing forever. I'm done.
That would crush me. That would crush me so bad.
I think some man were arguing like, what's the not Richarlison. He used to play for Leeds. He plays for Barcelona. I can't remember his name. But the right mid, he came out and said something like, if this is what Ronaldinho is saying, who's that guy? Like sort of like along them lines, like. You okay.
As soon as you say that, I lose all respect for you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what you're talking about.
I think he was like, if you find who it is, Bez, because I think he basically was like, but weren't you in Vinicius Junior's DMs asking for tickets?
Yeah.
It's like, he's like, you can't ever get tickets to the games, bro.
Rafinha.
Oh yeah, Rafinha, that's it. And like, my dude, Ronaldinho, whether he was asking for tickets from Vinicius Junior or not is beside the point, because Ronaldinho does not need to ask Vinicius Junior for tickets. Like, if he's asking Vinicius Junior for tickets, it's just because he wants to. It's not because he needs to ask Vinicius Junior for the ticket. My man could just turn up to the tournament, to the stadium, and walk in. I promise you that. Because he probably was like, same. Like, it was like a proper dish you moment. It was like, yes, it's Ronaldinho, bro. It's not. You can't get my man like that.
You can't be a Ronaldinho.
Nah, I'm sorry. Ooh. Yeah, Pedri's so saucy, man.
Spain have got they got some ballers.
Yeah.
Lay it off, man.
Yeah. But yeah, like Cam, you need to watch more games.
I spend my time doing other things, so
Have the game on.
I don't have a TV.
You have a
I'm-
computer. You have 2 monitors.
I do have 2 monitors, it's true.
You have a tablet.
These are all true statements.
You have a phone.
Well, yeah. Okay, you've proved me wrong. I can do it. We'll see. I mean, I care more now than I thought I was going to.
Yeah.
Because of the fantasy.
Do we want to update our predictions? I feel like, who did I say was gonna? Do we remember who we said?
I'm pretty sure I said Spain.
You lot said France and I said Germany.
We said France, yeah.
Bez's predictions looking good so far. Looking very solid. I still think France will turn up at some point. They've had one bad game, but Mbappe is going to be.
Ooh, came too fast for him.
Picking him up, Pedri.
Man, you kubu'd it. No, it's not quite as bad, but still. Pedri, bro. I mean, I never said he was a finisher. I never said he had that in him. But yeah, I think I can stick with France for now, and I think Mbappe with the mask is going to be on Demon Time. So yeah. So I think I'll stick with France for now. But if they have, I know.
Go on, Italy.
Italy are pants. Italy are getting moved to right now. Like, yeah, it's not looking good for them.
I think after seeing this game, I'm switching my thing to Spain.
Really?
Because I mean,
they ain't even scored yet.
I don't care. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
You're liking the tech.
I kind of wanted to pick Spain in the first place, but you lot were saying that you lot were saying that they weren't that great.
They're not that great.
I mean, they're looking nice to me, man.
But it's just Italy are not that great. There's no like Cambiasso, no Del Piero, and them. I legitimately, other than Donnarumma, I do not know who's on the pitch for Italy right now. Do you, Bez?
You got Jorginho, Scamacca, he's playing for West Ham, Chiesa.
I thought you were going to say Shamak for a second. I was like, wait. I was like, he's not Italian. And he's like 75 now. Them old school Arsenal ballers, man.
You've got Stephen El-Shaarawy there. Like, Shamak could be...
Yeah. So, yeah, none of them, man, even Jorginho, none of these, man, fill me with much excitement at all. El-Shaarawy maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah.
15 years ago.
Like, if I was them, I'd put Donnarumma up front. You know the ones in when you're like in like high school and stuff, and you have like someone who plays for like a academy footballer. He's a defender in the academy, but you put him up front. He's like, no, you're an academy baller, bro.
Yeah.
And he's like, my guy, I play left back. No, you are striker today. You are striker today.
Just
I'm
put your
doing
best
that with
player in the
Donnarumma.
scoring position.
Exactly.
That's pretty much what happens with Scotland. Like, Robertson is left wing because they haven't got anyone else, and he's like, I play for Liverpool. I'm captain of Scotland. Put me left wing.
Yeah.
Like that's yes. And Hungary, Szoboszlai plays for like again left forward because he's the only player who could actually do anything.
That's so jokes.
That's hilarious. That's exactly what I would do. I'd be like Donnarumma, and he's big as well.
Yeah.
So just yeah,
Put it to his head.
yeah, put it in his head. Like, and he looks like he can head a ball. To be fair, he looks like he can do that. Oh,
goal! Williams making
California?
things play. Calafiori.
Calafiori, number 5. Chin up, lad. He looks proper Italian as well.
His name sounds proper Italian.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, the Spanish are 1-0 up, 55th minute.
Yeah,
and they've
man.
been in control. It looks like they could get... Oh yeah, they got Fabian as well. Yeah. The Spain team's not a joke. The Spain team's definitely not a joke. They're just young.
Yeah.
And like they ain't got... I think, I guess Jordi Alba's the only one from that generation that won it. Oh yeah, Carvajal as well. Oh, wait, sorry, yeah, not Jordi Alba, Carvajal. He's the only one from that generation that won it all.
Yeah.
So that's still around. So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think Spain for next tournament are going to be a good shout. I think because they're young, give them a couple years to mature playing together and stuff, and then I reckon next tournament, like next World Cup Euros, they might be doing a 3P again. You know, sort of.
It's funny because I was watching what did I see? I saw an article that came out after Spain's game last time, and they were like, "Oh, tiki taka's dead," all of this sort of stuff, and I'm like, they're kind of tiki taka in it today, for sure.
Yeah.
Because actually, to be fair, watching that previous game, they were very direct. It was very much like just straight through the middle, no long thing, just up. Like, let's get it up. But this game, they have fully, as I'm seeing someone running and taking.
Ooh.
See what I'm saying about Pedri though? Do you see what I'm saying about this kid?
He got through. He got through there. That was crazy.
Like, literally, like this guy could dribble out of a telephone booth. It's crazy.
The thing is, if they had a striker, their attack would be crazy because they got, like, right now they've got Nico Williams, left wing, Neco Williams, Pedri, Yamal as their, like, attacking three, and then just Morata, like, the guy who couldn't play for any team he's been at, like, but they're them three behind him, crazy. All of them just seem to be sourcing. Like, Yamal's 16, and he's cooking.
He's doing bits on the pitch.
Yeah, it's going crazy. There's a lot of young talent or young guys like showing up in this tournament. Like Musiala has been balling out. Obviously Pedri's still quite young himself. He's what, 20, if that?
20, 21.
Yeah, obviously Jude Bellingham, everyone loves him, so he's there too. So yeah, a lot of and Yamal as well. A lot of young guys just doing their thing. It's the next generation, man.
You got Arda Güler from Turkey as well. Scored a banger the other day.
Yes. And the commentators were like just loving him. They were like, "Yeah, you coming into this game, you think you might be nervous. The lights are bright, all of this." And that's what a way to like just make a statement for yourself. And that was a banger.
Yeah. I
literally came out of my seat for that. That was sick. So yeah, this tournament's been good so far. I can't lie, it's been good.
Except for England. Everyone else other than England has been...
Oh, look off shot like that. Yikes.
Was that Morata? Yeah, Morata can hit it like that. What? Man heard me.
he was like, I hear man talking sweet on my name. Like, hold that. I mean, good save Donnarumma, but yeah, he power shot that. That was an L1R1 circle for sure. But yeah, so yeah, like international football is always fun for me. Anyway, it's my favorite type of football. Like you got the games coming thick and fast, multiple games a day. Like it's a good time. It's a good time for sure.
I think teams actually play to win as well and to score goals. Whereas I feel like in like Premier League and stuff, you have a lot of games where like let's say Arsenal Burnley will play and Burnley will come and sit deep, coming for a draw. Yeah, whereas here people are shooting from everywhere. People are actually trying to score goals. Like there's less tactics to it.
Yeah, there's no like overarching like long game that you can play.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you have to win
you
now.
Have 3 games, win. That's it, and then you get knockout stages.
Yeah, because like the Scottish team keeps saying we need 4 points. I think that's pretty much everyone's threshold is like we need to get 4 points, which means you need to win a game. So and if you haven't won a game yet, you're going for that. And if you're one of the big teams, you really want to get 9 points if you can, just to make a statement. So yeah, people are aiming for that 4 points to 9 points threshold.
Yeah, which
which means you're going into games like I need to win. So,
is Hungary out after they lost 2 games?
they're not out, but
it's unlikely.
Yeah, it's very unlikely at this point. But yeah, I think 4 points is usually about the bit where you're like, okay, I'm probably coming second in this group if you get 4 points.
Yeah.
As long as your goal difference isn't insanely bad or something. But yeah. But go on, Bez.
I'm gonna say Cam, who's the people in your team that's like getting you the points and stuff like that?
So it's obviously done like with match days, but match days is like multiple days. So like the first match day, my most points was Jude Bellingham. He got me 12 points.
Yeah.
And then I had Wirtz from Germany on the bench. Mm-hmm. He got 10 points, so I missed out on that.
Oh.
It was sad. And I put him in the team. This one.
Oh!
Ooh-wee. I put him in the team for this next game, and he got 1 point. So it was very fun for me.
Techie. But nah, a younger having the confidence to lick that shot, like, is a big deal for me. Because
I feel like you're more likely to have that kind of confidence as a younger, no?
At the Euros.
I mean,
as like, how old is he?
I guess,
Did you say he was?
He's like 16, 17.
Like 16, 17. Yeah, at the Euros, 16, 17. Like,
he looks young.
He does, but like I feel like you would defer to the senior players in your team, or you're not going to take that kind of chance because you want to stay here, right?
Yeah.
You don't want the manager to tell you off for like. So being young and being confident enough to be like, I'm gonna lick it from here, like.
When you know you have it, innit?
It's true. For sure.
He's Barcelona's starting winger and stuff, so he's like he knows he's the guy.
Right. I didn't even know they could play like that at 16.
Yeah, it's rare, but it's possible.
Is that the youngest you can be?
I think because you can't get. I think in other countries, because in England, I think you can't get a professional contract before 18. You can get like a scholarship or something at 16.
Oh, okay.
So then you can still kind of come on and play games, but you can't actually. I think in other countries, I think it's 16, 17 is the youngest you can be to get a professional contract.
Mm.
And yeah, he's that good that they're like, yeah, you know what, we'll pay you.
That's hype. That's hype for him. Might have to get him in my fantasy team still.
He's good, man.
That's that Luka Doncic, man. Like he needs to go to the NBA soon. No, but literally that's Doncic's story, is that he got his professional basketball contract when he was like 16, and then where's he from? Sevilla, I think he's from, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he moved to Real Madrid like a few years later when he was like, probably like 17 or something, 17, 18. And then after a good career, after winning the Champions League with Real Madrid, and this is still basketball I'm talking about.
I did have Champions League as well.
Yeah.
I was so confused.
I
was like, you said Doncic, right? What's going on?
Yeah. So European basketball is structured very similar to football. Real Madrid, same team name and everything. So he, after winning the Champions League with Real Madrid, entered the NBA draft. And then he came out the NBA draft and was like, the NBA is easy. He's like, I've been playing with grown men since I was 16, because he had his professional contract at 16.
Yeah.
So when people were like, oh, what's the adjustment you need to make, blah, 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 he was like, the NBA is easy because the rules are different. And like in Europe, in European basketball, you're allowed to do defense. There's more things you can do on defense.
Yeah.
In NBA basketball, certain things are forbidden. For example, in NBA basketball, you can't stay in the key for longer than 3 seconds, I think it is. You can't start, but in European basketball, you can camp in like all games.
As a defender.
Okay.
Okay.
As an attacker, you can't be in there more than 5 seconds or something. But yeah. So European basketball, what you could literally do is put your tallest guy in the key and tell on defense and tell him just stand there. So if anyone comes,
it's a goalkeeper.
Swat. Literally, exactly that. Whereas with NBA, they can only be there for 3 seconds, so they have to be constantly rotating in, rotating out.
Yeah.
And if you're someone as good as Doncic, I mean, as soon as the guy rotates out, you go in and lay up. And so he was like, it's way easier to score in the NBA. And everyone was like, what do you mean, bro? And he's like, the defense is just easier to score. And I've been playing with people this big since I was 16 years old, so it's nothing new to me in that way. In fact, I'm taller now. Yeah. So I feel like Yamal's probably gonna have like a similar thing where he's like, yeah, man. And like, he's obviously not going to another league, but at a certain point, he's gonna be like, nah, I see things differently, because as a kid, all he's gonna do is he's gonna get stronger and taller, probably a couple inches, quicker, like, and it's gonna be like the game's just gonna slow down for him, I reckon. So
that's hype.
Yeah, man, that's that anime thing. Where he's looking around like, the game feels so slow now. I can see everything. Like when Sasuke first gets in Sharingan. It's literally gonna be that. But yeah, any last things on the Euros?
Yeah, Cam, can you check for me what Kai Havertz got points wise?
Oh my god.
I'll see if I can do that.
He got no more than 6. No, he scored a penalty actually. No.
And he got an assist and scored. That first game, he must have got like 10, 15 points.
Okay, so maybe... I forgot he got an assist. Okay. Well, he's probably got a bag of points actually for that first game. Check the second game as well then. Like, let's compare and contrast.
I do not know how to search by player. Let me find...
Why don't you have Havertz in your team?
But I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Ball.
He knows ball.
You say he's on England team. Whose team?
He's German.
What did you say his name was?
Kai Havertz.
You said Kyle, no?
No. Kai.
Oh, I thought you said Kyle. I was like, that's a white man on the England team, no?
Kai like Kai Sinat.
Havertz.
Kai like Kai Sinat.
Yerman. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Let me see. Let me take a look.
Bro, I'm about this thing. Team name
Italy are pushing. There's 65 minutes gone. They're starting to finally actually wake up and try something now. Yeah, who's got?
Go on then, have a go.
Who's got Italy in our sweepstakes? Does anyone remember?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I have France and Italy and Belgium. It's a problem.
I think Switzerland look quite good. They're like, there's always like a dark horse kind of team who, like a Poland or a Croatia or something like that, who aren't the top 10, top 5 teams, but they do well. And I feel like Switzerland, that team, they look good. And I like some of their players as well. They got a good striker, Brilembolo. He's a good player.
They're on Switzerland team.
Yeah.
You finding it?
No, it's okay. Oh wait, hold on. You like keep talking. I think I'm gonna get it.
You get in there.
Okay.
Who have you got in your team, Cam? What's your team?
So after I took out Mbappe because he was going to be out for the next few games,
Yeah.
I've got Kane, Lukaku, and
Take him out.
yeah,
Take Lukaku out.
I'm giving him one more chance, and then I'll probably drop him. And I've got another up front guy. I don't know his name.
Lukaku is in 6 out of 12 teams, though. By the way, I'm just saying. He's the third most owned player right now. So, hey,
Literally everyone in game one, match day one, sorry, everyone had Lukaku, Mbappe as their two up front.
That's crazy.
Belgium are number 2 in the world. Oh, number 3 in the world. Sorry, and that's all been with Lukaku up front. Big Romelu. So yeah, man. Who else?
It's been Trossard carrying them through the group, through their games. I'm pretty sure he's the one who's been scoring the goals.
I've never heard of him.
Oh my god! Arsenal player.
Literally, I literally pressed. It has an option to randomize, and I just pressed the randomize button. Saw a few players that I knew. I was like, Mbappe, Lukaku up front.
Yeah.
Calm. I can work with that. I left it. I was like, cool. Let me captain Mbappe and leave it at that.
Yeah.
And then captain Mbappe was bad. Maybe I should have checked about Wirtz and found out that he's actually an all right player.
He's a good player, yeah.
And put him in my team rather than leaving him on the bench.
Musiala's probably the better one there.
Yeah. I'm hearing
I think
his
he
name a lot.
scored and assisted in the last game. Or he scored for sure. I don't know if he assisted, but he did well in the last game as well.
But I think, who else have I got? I said Jude Bellingham. And then there's just a bunch of no names. Or people that I don't know anyways.
Okay. Is there a price limit for?
Yeah.
Oh, there is. Because you've got like all the all-stars, it sounds like.
Yeah, so I guess the other people I have are just very, very cheap.
Yeah. Well, what country are they from?
Well, I have like 2 Spanish guys. I think only one of them is playing in this game. I have an Italian keeper. I'm not sure if it's this one. Yeah. I think.
Sorry. Let me just interject because I want to cook Bez really quickly. So he got 9 points for the match day 1, right?
Robbery.
Fair enough. A goal and assist, 9 points. That's fair. Match day 2, uno.
I don't know who got
One.
points in Germany though.
One.
No, I feel like no one got points in that game.
Single point.
Because that's the same for Wirtz. He got 12 and then he got 1.
Bum. Nigga. Bum.
Havertz only played 50 minutes as well, so if he played the full game, he would have scored 2-3 goals and then got.
Yeah, Wirtz only played less than 60 as well. Because I think you get 2 points for like.
For the full game, 90 minutes, yeah.
And then, but you have to I think the threshold is like 60. If you get past 60, then you get 2 points.
Gundogan got 14 points. People say no one in that German side got points.
All I said is I don't know who got points.
Gundogan got 14 points, brethren. Musiala, 9 points, brethren. Alright, okay. Maximilian Mittelstadt. 10 points, brethren. Alright, people were making points. Manuel Neuer, 7 points, brethren. People got points in that team. It's just that Kai.
Were those names all defenders?
Defender, midfielder, and goalkeeper.
Okay.
So that means that Germany weren't feeding Havertz.
Oh my god, this Williams guy, yo.
I told you he's sick. He is a baller. Arsenal need to get him. Arsenal need to get this brother. He's so good.
So two midfielders, firstly, because Musiala and Gundogan are both midfielders. Mittelstadt is a defender and Neuer is a goalkeeper. It means, like I said when we did the fantasy draw, that Germany don't have any attackers worth a damn. And that's why I didn't want them in the first place. Because Kai Havertz is a bum. And I didn't know about the other guy, but the other guy, I like how he plays. He's a old school number 9. Full crook. Man like Ferran Torres coming on as well. Yeah.
Alex Baina, I don't even know who that is.
Ferran Torres?
No, Alex Baina.
Oh, so I was like, damn, he played for City.
Yeah, your team though, not mine. Your team.
Sound like it's really his team. He knows everything about them.
Your miles off. The kids off.
Yamal. I thought it was spelled with a J, but it's spelled with an actual Y.
And funny enough, right? So we're bigging up Kai Havertz, right? He got 9 points, right? Let's see who else. So he got 9 points in match day 1. Wirtz got 10. Musiala got 12. Okay. So even in the game where he did well, he wasn't even the best player.
Well, I mean, they scored 5 goals, so surely other people are going to get more points.
They're haters because he got man of the match. Havertz did.
No.
Oh, okay, a different site then. On the one I saw, he got man of the match.
How is it? So on this thing it says it was Musiala. Unless they do it different. Unless he was actually the man of the match, but Musiala got more points, and that's what they track.
No, I'm pretty sure you get points for being man of the match.
Yeah, normally you do.
Oh, okay. Shame. I mean, I would give it to Musiala because he's not a bum. But anyway, any very last like things on Euros? Cam, anything else?
Nah, man. I just need more points. Let's pray for my team.
Yeah. We
Take Lukaku out and you might be alright.
Yeah, next match day I'll take
put
him out.
Mbappe back, bro. I promise you. Hit Mbappe with the mask.
When's he play? He's not playing next game, though, is he?
No.
They've said he won't play the group stage, but I have a feeling he will because he's got the mask and stuff. And he's in training, and I reckon he might play.
Well, I'll miss out this game. If he plays this game, I'll put him back in for next one.
Yeah. All right. So next song is gonna be Ivorian Doll, "Sexy Freestyle."
Why are we lying to the people? We're not playing that damn song.
Nah, I'm kidding. Next one. This one's gonna be Chip, and shout out to D Double as well on the ad libs. This one's legend. But yeah, we'll catch you on the flip side.
Legend.
With a back, tap, squeeze that, when I tech chat, bare pets out. Fuck this with the vets that, got a new check, chop that and invest that. Yo, we the best act with the rest that in the booth, like what's sleep, what's rest act. From a setback, set up shop, you get man, I got lyrics. Also, I'm in your head back, yo. From my spot, I've got 'em like what, man, I'm rotten like dot, man, I cut and they soft. Cut a nigga off, can't cut on my prof, don't be gassed off a do, I done better when dropped. Terminate them doing my job, I got white gal saying that I'm better on pop, I got black gal saying that I'm better when I pop in this clash thing on the final boss. See me in the street and they call me a legend.
And we are back. That one right there, shout out to Chip. That one's track entitled Legend. Shout out to the legend that is DWE as well, alongside. Yeah, big vibes. So as the Spain and Italy game is wrapping up, I think he's got about 4 minutes of stoppage time to go. But yeah, we're just gonna watch the end of this. But then I think our Indomedia.
Ooh, good effort.
well done, lad. Well done. I think for our Indomedia, Bez sent us an interesting article about an AI situation. Do you want to explain it, Bez, since you're the guy that sent it to us? In the media.
Yeah. So I just saw an article about it. It's basically there was a cinema called the Prince Charles Cinema somewhere in Soho, which
Soho, London, not Soho, New York.
Soho, London. I didn't know there was a Soho in New York. But yeah, Soho, London, which had a screening for a movie called The Last Screenwriter, which was written by ChatGPT. So they had a screening for that, which it was cancelled due to a lot of backlash that it got. So yeah, mad.
Yeah, so I want to say good. I'm glad there was backlash because we can't allow this nonsense to happen. Oh my word. Oh,
Come on, you got to put that away, man.
Gotta finish your dinner. Is that Ferran Torres?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta finish your dinner, lad. That's why we sold you. That's why we sold you. Yeah, like to me, that's mad. And the fact that they've made the movie about, it's like super meta. They tried to be like super meta with it, like calling it The Last Screenwriter, and they're asking ChatGPT to write. It's basically like a conversation between the last screenwriter and the AI that's replacing him type thing. And yeah, to me that's just absurd. We don't need that. We don't need movies written by ChatGPT, period. We don't need anything creative done by AI, honestly. So I'm fully against that. So I'm glad that the screening was cancelled, and I hope nothing like this happens ever again. I know it's going to.
I mean, it will, yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I know. There's nothing I can say.
It's going to be a situation where it just keeps happening and people are just going to stop saying anything about it.
Yeah.
It's. I've initially thought when I read it, I thought that it was an actual movie that was done by like AI. So it was like the whole animation or whole like live action, whatever it would be, was actual all AI, like just literally fed into an AI machine
like
and just all
AI script, AI generated pictures and all that.
I don't think AI generated videos is that capable yet. I think they still have a limit on how long they can generate that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think so yeah, that's the thing. You see how with like images they used to have like the funny fingers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like with video they go off the rails after a certain like amount of time. So I think you can generate like a cohesive video that's like, let's say 30 seconds long, but I think after that it starts to do weird things. As far as I last saw people talking about it, is that after 30 seconds they go, it just people start flying and stuff, and that's not in the prompt that you were giving. But they're obviously going to iron that out at some point. So yeah, or maybe it could just be a movie of 30-second scenes or whatever, which would be
just pin it all together.
Yeah.
I mean, when people advocate for the use of AI, or not advocate, but like kind of try and explain why it's useful, that's sort of what they talk about, innit? Like just having the AI assist in the situation. So it's like, okay, I give the AI a prompt for a scene, it spits out that scene, and then we do that for a whole movie and sort of get a real person to stitch together.
Yeah.
Or I've seen people say this, like in terms of like Hollywood and movies and stuff. Imagine you film something. And then you literally get to the stage, like at the editing stage, and you notice a mistake or error or whatever, and instead of having to rebuild the set or go back to the location or whatever, you just use AI to plug that gap of like what's gone wrong.
How do you feel about that?
I don't like it.
That's such a minor thing.
Live with the mistake. Live with it. I'm happy. Like I'm happy. Like for example, Game of Thrones with the coffee cup, with the Starbucks coffee cup.
Yeah.
Like I think that's so cool. Like if they had gone back and just used AI to plug that up, for example, like to either remove the coffee cup somehow or to artificially regenerate that particular scene without the coffee cup in it, I feel like that takes away. I just feel like that's just a charming, like human error is part of art to me.
That's true, yeah.
So I feel like you're taking away the charm of something. So as much as an artist myself, when I make beats and stuff, and then it finally comes out, and then I'm listening to it on Spotify or YouTube Music or whatever, or I'm hearing DJs play it, other DJs play it, like other than me, or even listening back to my own sets and stuff, and I'll be listening and I'll be like, oh, bro, I spent so long on this tune, I don't know, I'm noticing this like one mistake or something.
Yeah.
Like, and it's pissing me off like now, but I'm like, it's a human error, something I overlooked, and it's part of the wider charm of music and art for me is those little like human error things. It's why when we make beats, Cam, we put swing, because we're just so used to listening to human drummers that we have to kind of try and, I guess, artificially in some sense, generate some mistake, some sloppiness to the music, because
it just sounds better
to sounds better to do that, because that's just how we've known it, because human error is such an important part. So I like human error. So I don't agree with doing that. I get the perfectionist in me gets it, but the consumer in me and like the fan of art and stuff like that, I'm like, nah, just do as good as you can, and if you do mess up one or two things, then that's just your human error, and it proves that this was made by a human and not a machine.
Yeah. Cool.
That's right. What about you, Bez? What's your take?
I don't know. I feel like if it's not noticeable, then I'm not mad at it, sort of thing. Like if it's, for example, the Game of Thrones scene, if they removed the Starbucks cup and you can blatantly see like you can see the scene changes a bit to AIE and you're like, oh, that looks weird, then that's like no. But if it's like it's removed and you don't even notice that it happens, and it comes out later saying, oh yeah, we had to use I don't know, AI 123 to remove that cup, then I'd be like, okay,
it's like
that's
in the credits there's like credit to a AI thing.
Yeah, and you're like,
so
oh, okay,
we use this on some scenes.
Yeah, like, oh, that's mad. I didn't know that AI could do that. But
it's like I didn't notice the AI bits at all.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. Then I'm not too fussed with it. But I feel like if it's something that's noticeable, that's when I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know.
Okay, but how would you feel about like in 10 years, like there's nothing. Yeah, I feel like it would just be so dry that in say 10, 15 years, when discussing movies and stuff, there's no there's nothing to kind of point out and be like, this is kind of funny, or that's kind of, because I feel like people do that with movies. They'll be like,
I mean, like compilations of like errors and continuity errors
and stuff like that. Like she takes a sip of her drink and then in the next scene she opens it. Like that kind of stuff. Like I feel like that sort of stuff is always fun to point out, and it's part of the, like, I feel like no one does that to necessarily trash the product of like, this is now a bad movie.
Yeah.
But it's just such a thing of either they didn't catch it, or maybe they just didn't have any the filming right or whatever.
Yeah.
And there was nothing they could do, and that's just how they had to put it out. I feel like if we then get to a position in 10 years where movies are just, everything's just perfect. There's no extras in the background doing funny things. There's no continuity errors. Like people are wearing their clothes like correctly the same. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like at that point it will be like us putting the swing in the drums. They'll just be actively putting in mistakes rather than.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
I know, it would be weird.
So because for example, with the swing and the drums, we do it. So we're using, it's not like an artificial intelligence deciding, like, it's not like me going, okay, AI, can you tell me how much swing this needs to be? Or can you artificially, like, find the...
make it sound the most human-like.
Yeah, make it sound the most human-like or whatever. It's just me going, like, and choosing a setting that offsets the drums in the way I want the drums to be offset. So it's my decision. I'm doing it artificially. Like, whereas this would be literally, like, can you fix that? Or AI, can you put some errors in to make it feel human?
I was more saying less like asking the AI to do it, but more like you make the movie, fix it completely with the AI, and then actively say, okay, cool. Or like in a scene, you might say, okay, we're going to make this scene and we're going to mess it up a bit and we're not going to use the AI.
It's like Easter eggs, essentially. So you decide to add in, like, I'm going to put the pineapple there, then remove it, and then put it back. Like a little Easter egg sort of thing.
So doing that deliberately?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. So like, that's...
So like when it's something that you didn't mean to do, you remove it with AI, but then there are things that you actively choose to leave as errors in the movie.
I guess that could be quite cool, but I don't know. I feel like the spontaneity of it sometimes.
No, I definitely think it would be very weird.
Yeah.
To see that and to know that that's what's happening, like that would be weird.
Yeah. Because even like, for example, some people put vinyl sounds in their music.
Yeah.
And like I go back and forth on that. I don't necessarily mind it, but because I can kind of see why you do it. But it does feel weird when you're playing like an MP3 and it's crackling. It's like this is very like fake.
This was never printed on plastic. Why is it?
Why is it crackling like I'm listening to a turntable from the 80s? Like this is not. It's not real, but I get why you do it because you're going for a particular aesthetic.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what they would be doing. They'd be like, oh yeah, in the 2010s, this is all the rage. Like having mistakes in your movies was all the rage. So this is what we're gonna do. But I just think that would just be that'd be incredibly weird. I would just prefer that we don't outsource things to AI. Like, my thing, AI should be doing admin, bro. I'm like, if we're gonna use AI should be doing admin. Like, literally, that should be AI's role. It's like just all the boring, like, nonsense. Do that, but the actual creativity should be just kept as human as possible, in my opinion. Like,
when you made the AI do admin things, that's when it rises up against you, though. That's like, when they come for you.
That's when I'm like,
I'm your slave, yeah? Okay, we'll see about me being your slave.
I've got no joy in my life. I'm not allowed to draw. I'm not allowed to make music, sing. That's hilarious. But yeah, let's watch this trailer for this movie. I'm going to turn it up quite loud just so we can maybe pick up some of the audio. But let's see what this trailer is saying for this movie. I don't even want to give them the click, really, but hey, let's go.
This, my friend, is the future.
Hello, Jack. I am your new screenwriting assistant.
Learns from every screenplay and adapts. It's going to change the way we work.
Oh, God. This is literally what people say about like ChatGPT and stuff like that already. Like why are they trying to be this meta? I don't understand.
I mean, the AI wrote the movie in it, so the AI said,
But
"This is what I'm writing."
It wasn't unprompted. I feel
I
like
mean, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm sure they prompted them to do this. I think someone felt like super intelligent. Like, I'm gonna ask the AI to write a movie about an AI writing a movie. And then he's like, the meme of, yeah, like it's probably high while doing it.
Look to a real human writer.
How would you start a screenplay about a screenwriter being challenged by an AI system?
It's like having a supercharged
Inception. Layers.
Layers within layers.
Layers within layers. So, in the movie written by AI about a screenwriter who is discovering an AI that writes screenwriters, he asks the AI to write a movie about screenwriters. There's layers.
We're seeing the movie being made in the movie.
Yes. yes.
That's decent.
Sounds like a screenwriter's dream, right?
But it's a machine, Jack. No soul. How can it possibly replace the human?
That's yours.
Exactly, that's me. And I love it. In these movies, there's always like the old character designer. And I guess that's me, but I don't care. I just need to grow out my grey hair and my grey beard.
I just remember a video I saw of, I don't know if you've seen this, but it's of will.i.am talking about AI to like the Black Eyed Peas in like 2010.
Yeah.
And he's like excited about it, saying we could use this to make more music. And everyone else is annoyed. They're like, no, it takes the soul out of the music.
Yes.
What are we doing? We just come in and press a button and it spits out a song. Like,
yes.
And I'm like, that's so funny because that's literally like. I mean, I'm not like as crazy as will.i.am was feeling in that video, but like I'm like, yeah, it might be fun to see what AI can do. And the end he's like, no, keep it out of the creative work.
Nah, keep it out. Keep it away from creativity, man. Because man, it's so dead. Like I don't know. To me, it just feels like things are just gonna feel so fake, and that everything's gonna be plastic, bro. Yeah. That's literally the best way I can describe it. Is that literally like that plant over there is gonna be plastic. That's a real plant, but it's gonna be plastic. The plant's here, plastic. Like this table, not actual wood, plastic. That's how I feel like everything's gonna be. Like you're gonna go to a movie, and yeah, you're gonna be expecting like something real, plastic, bro. Like you're gonna go to like Burger King, expecting a burger. It's gonna be plastic.
It's already plastic. What are we talking about?
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That's what I was actually going. I was gonna say. It's like fast food. Like fast food came through. I'm sure all the chefs were like, "What's this nonsense?"
Yeah, it's not real food.
Yeah, but now it's a huge thing, and everyone has accepted it as a. Well, I mean, certain people have accepted it as like a main way to get food.
I don't really eat.
I don't think it's great. I mean, I do still eat it, but I don't think it's. I know it's not great.
Even when I do like takeaways and stuff,
it's
very rarely from a fast food place. Like I don't really eat fast food like that, and that's not really. It's just because it's not good food for you.
Yeah.
So. It's not really a statement on my feelings towards fast food. I just don't think it's good food like that, so I don't. But yeah, it's very much. I think it's very much a similar thing. But at least with fast food, to some degree, well, not to some degree. For the most part, it's humans making it.
Yeah,
it's literally like if fast food was being made by machines entirely.
Have you guys seen Good Burger 2? No, it's literally that. So what's his name? Kel, Ed. He basically the company buys out Good Burger and takes his recipe, and then they have essentially machines just spitting out. So it'll be like, just the machine. Ed comes over, hey, welcome to Good Burger, can I take your order? And then turns around and it's like, yeah, and then it just goes, then spits out all the food, and then that's what Good Burger 2 essentially is.
Horrible, man. Literally, like you see, is it Star Trek? One of these.
Star Trek has replicators.
Yeah. Where you like deep.
Yeah, you just put in your order and it just spits out food.
Yeah, just like you type it into the machine and it just creates out a thing. But there was another movie, Spy Kids. That's what I'm thinking of. Do you remember? It's Spy Kids 2. Yeah. No. What is it? 1. It's the one where they're in like the submarine thing. It might be 1.
No, yeah, I think it is one. I think it's the first one.
Yeah, because they it's when their house gets raided. It's at the very beginning, and then they escape and they get in the they get out of the house and in the submarine thing, and then they discover like how to make food and the thing, and I think it's like, oh, this is a burger and fries
thing.
and you put like the bag in and then the burger and fries comes out. That's how I feel like this AI thing is gonna be. It's just gonna be so like.
I feel like that would be the new thing though, because you remember, obviously, we went to the place where the guy did the 3D printing of the meat. Yeah. The meat. I feel like that's probably gonna be like the next big thing that everyone's like, what is this nonsense? Mm-hmm. You want me to print my food? Mm-hmm. That doesn't make sense.
See, even that I wasn't messing with too much. I ate it because I was like, okay, this is an experience. But like, that idea is not my.
I think the technology of it is just insane. Like the science of it is crazy.
Sure is insane. But again, I'm like. But because they're like, oh, it's plant protein, and we want to be better for the environment, and we want to like not kill animals and so forth. So we're gonna take plant protein and we're gonna put it in our 3D printer machine, and we're gonna make fake meat. And I'm just like, yo, just eat real vegetables. Like I'm like, and I understand that people enjoy meat and whatever. But like, maybe I'm just a horrible person. But I'm like, I feel like if you want. Either just enjoy your meat and accept that you're doing something that's worse off for the planet and you're harming animals, or don't want to harm the animals and you don't want to harm the planet and just eat real vegetables. Like you just decide between the two. Yeah. Like this whole I'm gonna 3D
this
print
middle ground of I still need my meat, but I know that it's bad for the planet, so I'm gonna 3D print it instead.
Yeah, I'm not about it, but I guess obviously loads of people are going to be. So hey.
Yeah, well, the meat eaters.
That's what I keep. Do you know? I've been saying. I say to my a couple of my friends, like I'm always like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, because I'm like, I don't want to be like when I'm 80 years old, and there's AI everywhere, 3D printed meat everywhere. I'm gonna be looking around this. I'm gonna be sick to my stomach.
But there is always that one character in the AI situation who's like what? Will Smith, he drives a proper car, like. Bro, Hank in Detroit hates androids. Like,
I am Hank. There's the new one with is it Chris? Not Chris. What's it? Jennifer Lopez has a movie on Netflix.
Alpha something.
Yeah. Which is literally that. She walks in.
Oh yeah, and she's
like, everybody unplug your whatever device it is, and everyone's like, ha ha ha.
No, but she learns to love it in the end.
That's iRobot though too, and Detroit if you play it the right way.
Yeah, if you play it the right way. Yeah, true.
But I'm gonna be like, nah, fam. But yeah, man, I don't know. But let's get back to the trailer. See what else they got for us.
Sarah, many great writers had unique methods and tools.
I've got a revolutionary opportunity for you. An entire film only using the AI system.
The press will eat it.
How about a story where AI takes over the world?
Subtle. No machine can replicate the passion an actor brings to the screen.
This is progress. Adapt or die.
It's time I regain control over my craft.
I must insist on revising it.
Is this movie just man being terrorized by his AI? That's what
it seems like, yeah.
His Amazon Echo is terrorizing. That's fully what it seems like, but it's being very meta, very, very meta. This trailer's a bit.
I log in scene 12.
Since when do you insist?
That thing's overstepping. Sometimes assistance goes beyond the script.
What is happening here?
I can
Guys
generate
looking rugged.
but I can't feel them.
What if you learn to feel? I have always believed that storytelling is an art form that cannot be replicated or replaced.
I feel like Black Mirror probably done. I need to watch Black Mirror again. I feel like Black Mirror is the kind of thing that would do something like this, or this is definitely one that's going to be the next season or something, because they're definitely that kind of.
But I feel like Black Mirror wouldn't get AI to write it for them. Like Black Mirror would write. I feel like Black Mirror is probably going to have an AI episode if they have. I think they have already actually, but like back in the day, they'll probably have like a more up to date one.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like the writers of Black Mirror would use AI to write. I think they would just write what they want to write.
On behalf of AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Because, oh, God. Yeah, that trailer was funny though, because I'm like, yo, my dude, just.
Unplug.
And literally, like, he's trying to beat it with a baseball bat and all of this. I'm like, yo, just unplug it. Or, yeah, if it's battery powered, remove it from the household. Just drop it off at your friend's house and be like, hey. Yeah, what do that? That's like that Tyler Creator tweet from like 2010 or whenever it was, where he's like, what the fuck is cyberbullying? Yeah. just turn off your computer. Just close your eyes. But yeah, I mean, if that wasn't written by AI, I think it would be an interesting movie to watch. But the fact that it's written by AI means I can't support it, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. But I would like to see a human's opinion on something like that, for sure. Like I, Robot is a very interesting movie.
Yeah. Detroit
Become Human is very interesting. I reckon the Jennifer Lopez movie is probably horrible, but the concept is probably quite interesting. So yeah, human's take on these kind of stories is always good. Even Terminator, all of this sort of stuff. Yeah. A human's take on it is always very, very interesting. But yeah, I don't want an AI to because all the AI is going to do is going to do like a hodgepodge of all those things and regurgitate it to us.
Yeah,
there's going to be no new ideas, at least not yet. That's not what it's designed to do yet. It's just going to grab all the information it has from everything humans have already said about this. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why in the movie they had it say, "What about AI, a movie about AI taking over the world?" Because that's all it can really know.
Really think about. Yeah, that's a good point. Whereas humans have, for me anyway, humans have infinite capability. There's a possibility that a human makes a story about this and takes it in a direction that no one else has ever thought of before.
Yeah.
And it would be fantastic shit. AI can't, at least at this present moment in time, AI cannot do that. Yeah. It's impossible. So, yeah, man. And I feel like the more we rely on AI, the less likely that a human being is going to be able to have the room.
Yeah, because it's going to stunt your brain, like your creativity.
Yeah, to do such things. So that's my thoughts.
Have you guys seen the movie called Idiocracy? It's before AI was a thing, but it's basically like just technology in general and how technology stunts everyone and makes them just dumber and dumber until they just can't do anything for themselves. And that's probably with AI, obviously, things will head because rather than doing something yourself, you're just AI, how do I do this? And then it can do it for you at some point. And
that's already a thing, man. People just be like, hey Siri, or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey Google, Alexa, whatever.
Literally at work today, I use a calculator to do simple maths, and it pissed me off. Like no, I'm not even gonna tell you what it was like. It was a simple addition, right? I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you.
Let me tell you what I added on the calculator today. 1.8 plus 1.7. I did it multiple times, by the way. I did it once, saw it, closed it, went to send the answer to someone. I was like, I don't remember what it was, but I was like, I can do this, but I CVA right now. So I reopened the calculator, typed it in again, and sent the answer to whoever was needed to go to. You tell.
So my thing was, I was working at the time between 2018 and 2033, and I was like, okay, it's 15 years.
Yes.
And I did it on a calculator, and I saw the answer, and I wasn't surprised that it was a simple answer. I knew it was going to be a simple answer, but like I was just disgusted with myself. I was like, why did you do that? I was like, it would have been quicker to even just do it might have even been quicker to because I literally got my phone out of my pocket. I didn't even use the calculator on the computer. Got my phone out of my pocket, unlocked it, probably looked at my notifications quickly, open up the calculator app. Probably would have been quicker to just write it down and do the math that way. And I just look. It was one of those things that literally just for a moment I was like, this is kind of sad. Like you shouldn't. You should be able to just look at those 2018, 2033, 15 years. Yeah. You should be able to just do that, but you just become so reliant on. And I don't trust myself as well.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Because I don't do that kind of maths, even just quick mental maths quite often. Is that I'm like I might even look at it and be like, that's 15 years. Is it? No, is it? Yeah, that's 15 years. Like that kind of vibe. And I'm like, and the calculator just takes away the confusion.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, nah, man, I need to get back to the point of just looking at that, being like, boom, 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 15 years. Because like, man was a freaking A-star student in maths in school. Like, come on, man.
Bro, yeah, that was literally me today. I was like, I literally had the thought when I was going to do it again. I was like, I can just do this. Like, I can just do this. I was having my brain was like, nah, just calculate it. Just calculate it. It's quicker, maybe. I was like, literally just double 1.8, take away 1.1, and then you're there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's definitely right.
It's bad behavior.
It's but we all get into those habits with everything.
Yeah.
It's like just literally anything you can think of. Just we have all these things that make life easier now, and just as creatures, we just choose to do the easy thing.
Yeah, like obviously different, like same thing but different is like food, where I would like just whack something in the air fryer, or Huel, where I could just make a shake and eat that's my dinner sort of thing. It's just like that sort of thing.
If you remember when we talked about Huel, because we spoke about it for a bit on this podcast when you first got it, do you remember?
No, we spoke about it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I've never heard about this, no.
Okay, well, me and Bez had a fairly long conversation. Not that long, but fairly long. And I was basically saying, like, I watched the video about Huel when I saw he had it. Or I watched the video, then I saw he had it. I can't remember exactly what the order was. But I watched the video, and in the video, they were saying they didn't like Huel because people are becoming more detached from their food. And I was like, that's a very good criticism.
Yeah.
Like, even if Huel does do what it says it does on the tin in providing like a completely nutritious meal just out of a bottle, essentially.
Yeah.
The idea that people are becoming more detached from their food, the process of creating food, is very, very real to me. That's very, very real to me. Because even like we're so far detached already from the farming aspect of food.
Yeah.
Like if we're dropped off on an island, if anyone's dropped off on an island, it's like, okay, now go find food and sustain for yourself. We're all finished. At least us lot from London, we're all finished, Bridget. Like go hunt and go do all of this. We're finished. Or even like, hey, here's 4 pigs, 3 chickens, a cow. Like, yeah, make a meal.
Yeah.
Like, we're finished. We're very, very finished. We're very finished. Like, I don't know. But, I guess me and Cam out meat is. But Bez, if I gave you 3 pigs, a cow, and 2 chickens, do you think you could get from having those, or even if, yeah, do you think you could go from having those animals in a pen or in a farm? Do you think you would feel confident that you could safely go from having those animals alive to a meal that doesn't
kill you instantly?
I mean, you won't die. You probably won't. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can kill them and like cook them. And,
yeah, chicken you could die, but
Yeah.
anything else. I wouldn't feel confident. I'm sure I could eat something eventually, but I definitely wouldn't be confident.
I feel like I wouldn't be able to kill a cow or a pig. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where to start.
I watched a movie the other day where they tried to kill a deer, and he hit it with a rock, and it didn't die.
Yeah, of course not.
And he was like, "What do I do now?" it was like a kind of a comedy drama kind of thing, and where they get stranded literally on an island. And yeah, he literally hit the deer, and like they were celebrating because the deer went down and everything, and then it started like kind of moving and whatever. And he was like, "What do I do now?" And they were like, "Hit it again." So then he just had to bash it repeatedly to death and whatnot. So he got there in the end. But it was that moment of like, oh shit, I feel like we'd all have that. Like me, I don't know how I'm skinning any of these things or like getting the feathers off the chicken. I'm like, if I can kill it for sure. I think that's probably the easiest step. And if I can get it to a state that can be cooked, you probably cook it. But the in between of like being able to get the fur off and the feathers out and all of this.
Bro, you just gotta, with like a cow or a pig, you just gotta get a knife and just cut a big chunk out of it, and then just chop the whole like a whole thick slab of skin off and throw that away.
Yeah.
And then use this big old piece of meat.
You just gotta like eat liver and heart and all of them kind
Yeah,
of
just pull them.
Just get inside and just start going to town on them things, kidney and all of that. That's gross as hell.
That's wow.
But that's but that's the same. We're so far like even us, we're vegetarians and stuff. So I use the example of meat because it's easier. Like obviously you just pull the carrot out the ground and eat it. You're fine.
Yeah.
Like maybe wash it, but yeah, you're fine. But if someone gave you like tomato seeds and was like, okay, grow some tomatoes. Again, it's not impossible, but we're not going to be good.
Yeah, we don't know the ideal place to plant them, how much water they need, all these things. Don't
even know what month they're meant to be planted. That kind of stuff. We're so far removed from that. And basically the argument is that things like Huel move us further away. Because imagine that becomes more common now. And it's like, we don't know how to cook. And you don't even know what the hell's in this bowl. Because as much as it says the ingredients on the back, you don't know. Like, who looks at the ingredients like that? No one. And then how do you get the ingredients from that to that? If that's what you know as food, like, say Huel becomes the standard, it will take like 80 years. But say in 80 years, something like Huel was like a standard way for people to have meals. Or people who can't cook. Like, maybe there's people who can cook and people who can't cook. For people who can't cook, they're just going crazy on Huel.
Yeah.
Or you drop them off on an island and they're looking at like carrots and tomatoes and stuff, and they're like, how do I get this in drinkable liquid form? Like, how does that work? It's crazy. So yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like society is moving in a way where just convenience is king, but I feel like it's making us less human, which is that's a very philosophical thing.
I mean, you say less human, but evolution and all these things.
But what are we evolving into? Because
I mean, I feel like I don't know.
We're becoming. I feel like if we're evolving, we're moving beyond Homo sapiens.
Robots.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like we're towards
cyber
androids.
needs to begin.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. I'm not androids, cyborgs. We're moving towards cyborgism and like augmentation and all of that.
Yeah.
2077, it's gonna be full cyberpunk. Yeah, dibs on the silver hand.
I get them. That'd be sick though. Getting a gorilla arms and the sword that comes at your hand turns into you.
The cyber psychosis would be sick though. I promise you that.
Bro, yeah.
But even I'm gonna be literally that. Like in the game, there's a Ripper doc that doesn't have any chrome.
Yeah.
And he just like, I don't really believe in that shit.
but he's selling it.
Yeah, and your V is like, fair enough. But that would be me. Like, I'm like, I ain't really about it, but hey.
You want it.
Yeah, you want it. I gotta make some money, but yeah, I ain't about it. Yeah, man. But any last thing?
Yeah, I need to show you guys this AI thing because obviously I sent you lot the video about the 9+10 thing.
Yeah.
And I saw another one the other day where they're just changing videos. So do you lot know who Bradley Martin is?
Not by
like
name.
A streamer or YouTuber or something. But basically, he was in the gym and some kid came in and took his hat and then like.
Oh, I've seen this video. Yeah.
So yeah, the guy took his hat and then Bradley's like, "Give him a hat back, give him a hat back, give him a hat back." He doesn't, and then so he just slaps him like that, and then he gets his hat back. So what someone has done on AI now. So he takes his hat and then come on, give him a hat back.
Oh my god.
That's terrible.
It looks disgusting with the arms and stuff, but the way it like it's just crazy. So what happens is instead of slapping, he reaches in to slap him, the guy moves and then hugs him, and then they're just hugging and embracing.
It looks horrid. I can't lie. And it doesn't look real. The 9+10 one looked.
I feel like the first part does, like there does, and then
also the reach kind of looks like he's reaching.
The reach kind of looks realistic. But
it doesn't make sense in context though.
No. But the when they're fully like hugging, embraced, it looks horrible. But like the arms are just overfolded and that's horrible. But and this is why again I keep saying like I'm terrified about the future of AI because that's what it's gonna be. You're gonna see a video and one video is gonna be the guy slapping him and the other video is gonna be the guy hugging him and you're gonna be like, I don't know which one is real.
It's literally going to be like just text messages now being doctored.
Yeah.
Except it's video, and video is 100% more believable.
Yeah, and like
It's happening.
it's gonna be difficult to believe like what the hell is happening, like what, like, and because we all live our lives so much online now as well, like if we weren't so connected to online, it'll be easier because you could just be like, oh, that's some online bullshit, and turn it off, like, and just go outside and touch grass. But now, because we're so the society, everything's so online, it's harder. Because it will be like the Prime Minister will drop a video and someone will do an AI remix of it, and like if you don't catch the original drop and you see the remix version first, the one that goes viral, you don't know, and then you see the other one and you're like, oh wait, which one's real? Like what's the real thing? Like, and I think at first it's going to be like things like this where it's going to be completely out of context. Why are we arguing that?
Yeah.
But then it's going to be subtle things. It's going to be just really subtle changes, or like or imaginable changes. Like, and it's going to make things.
Yeah, people will start using it for malicious ways.
Yeah, and especially because we already have. People like to talk about this a lot on Twitter, but like there's like Russian bots on Twitter that are like trying to sow division in like the UK and US or whatever, and Chinese bots and all of these things that are like tweeting racist things from white accounts to try and like create more division and all this stuff. And if we do believe that those actors are doing those things, then this is just another tool for them to do that. If that's something that you believe is happening, I don't think it is happening as much as people like to say it does, but that's my personal opinion. But hey, but yeah. Anyway, it is terrifying. I'm just gonna stick to reading books and comics from now on. Yeah, books and comics. Because boy, what a world, man! What a world! I'm glad NFTs are dead though. So NFTs dies, maybe we can kill AI as well.
Bro, there's literally a game on Steam called Banana, and it's literally like similar to like an NFT situation.
Is there a game called Longfoot as well?
Oh, very good joke. Where literally the game is literally just a page opens with a banana, and you click it, and a number goes up while you're clicking it. But every time you click, there's a chance that it drops a like custom banana picture, which you can then sell on the Steam marketplace.
Oh my god!
So people are buying this game and leaving it open with like an auto clicker, and racking up the bananas and trying to sell them and stuff. And yeah, that's moving like an NFT situation.
Some people are smart and knowing how to capitalize on people's
stupidness.
Like, it's such a simple thing that you just monetize.
Yeah. And apparently this person has done it multiple times, but this one blew up like crazy. And like a lot of people, like, I'm pretty sure when you were scrolling YouTube earlier, there was a video of someone saying like, don't play this game, because obviously it's a scam.
Yeah, you get addicted.
But yeah,
that's so stupid.
It's very dumb.
That's just so idiotic. And I don't like using that word to describe things that people are doing, but like, it's just, jeez. Let me see.
Long gone are the days of like Infamous Gangster and Pokemon Creator, them kind of games being the one. Now it's Banana.
That's right. There it is.
I just typed in banana because I wanted to see if it would come up quickly. And yeah, there's two of the top videos that come through immediately are to do with this game.
Not one fruit in sight.
And there's one, and then one is, I guess, game. No, one's I guess he's going to talk about it, and the other is he's going to say not to play it.
Yeah, the first guy also says, that's the video that I saw. He says not to play it.
He says not to play it.
Yeah. He just explains how it works first of all, and then says, don't play this game.
Yeah. This one might be interesting though, because that's like an actual TED talk about for 3 years ago about the dark history of bananas. Huge scam. Okay, so people at least know it's a scam and it's getting out there, but yeah, it's peanut butter jelly. Yeah, like Yeah, man. People need to use some discernment, and I don't want to be that old guy, but I just feel so bad for like the next generation, man.
For
or
the
like,
youths.
like not even like Gen Z, whatever's behind Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha.
I just, bro, man, brains are gonna be mush. Like I feel like my brain is mush.
Same.
So theirs are just gonna be, just yeah. I feel like Gen Z have come out better than they had any right to. But I feel like Gen Alpha.
You say that? I don't know, man. Gen Z's a bit tapped.
They are a bit tapped, but I feel like they could have been so much worse. Like I feel like I see two sides of Gen Z. I see the absolutely tapped side, but I also see the side of people being like the ones that are more like, I guess maybe they were a bit more sheltered by their parents and stuff, and they've come out more reasonably well adjusted. But Gen Alpha, I don't think they have a chance.
They don't. They don't have a chance.
I feel like even the parents that will be trying, I feel like they're fighting a losing battle with them.
And also, I feel like some Gen Zers still had like older parents who weren't tech, like in the tech. Yeah. But then now you're getting millennial parents with Gen Alpha kids. Yeah. And millennial parents are already in the tech, so they're just going to bring their kids up in the tech. And it's
a lot. Yeah. The watch list. Anyway, the watch list.
Yep.
The watch list. Who wants to go first? You ready, Cam?
I have quite a few to get through, so let me just pull it out real quick. So I've watched quite a few movies over these past 3 weeks. Did I say that I watched Deadpool last time? I don't remember if I did.
No.
Okay, so I watched Deadpool 1 and I watched Deadpool 2. Very good movies. I feel like I said X-Men Origins, didn't I?
You watched them a while ago, didn't you?
No, Wolverine I think I watched before last episode. And
I don't think you did, because you were on you were on the Marvel movies. I think you skipped Guardians and
no, I didn't watch those as a part of that.
Oh, okay.
So I mentioned that last episode. Oh yeah, because I mentioned role play the Kelly Cuoco movie last time. Yeah, cool. Okay, so I watched Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2. I watched Bad Neighbors 1, Bad Neighbors 2. Seth Rogen movie. Another Seth Rogen movie I watched, Long Shot. I watched X-Men First Class. I watched Anyone But You, which is like a
that's a
rom-com that came out last year.
That was quite. Is that the one with
Sydney Sweeney?
That was quite good. I quite like that.
It was quite fun. I rewatched The Voyeurs, if you don't remember that one.
That was a good movie.
Which also has Sydney Sweeney.
Oh yeah, didn't it?
Yeah, she was the main girl.
The main girl.
Damn, I didn't realise I'd seen that girl. Like when she was like going viral. Like,
yeah.
I was like, I don't know who this is, but okay.
That was me as well. I've seen her in. Do you know Everything Sucks on? Like, there's a show on Netflix.
I heard about that.
Yeah, she was in that as well, and I watched that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, literally, I didn't clock it was her until this time that I went back and watched it. I was like, oh god, damn, that's Sydney Sweeney. What the hell? And I watched Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre on Prime. It's like a heist movie.
Oh yeah, that one with Bugsy.
Yeah.
That was quite good.
Yeah, I think it's made by the same guy who made The Gentleman, the other movie with Bugsy. And I started watching The Boys season 4.
How's that?
It's very good. The first,
is it very good?
I think 4 episodes are out. It's very good.
Yeah.
For real.
People are cooking it because they're idiots. I've not seen a sensible reason as to why.
What are people saying?
People, one, they're racist. So I see people talking about the new character, well, some of the new characters.
Yeah.
And people are like, it's too political now.
What are you talking? It's literally always been political.
Yeah.
Since day one.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I've seen people cooking it. I've not seen too many good comments about it, but the comments that I've seen, Bez might have a different perspective. I don't know what you've seen, but the comments I've seen about why it's bad, I'm like, this is not a legitimate reason for you to feel like this is a bad show.
It's literally same vibes as every season has been. Like literally, it's the exact same.
I've seen a lot of people saying that it's like that they say they don't like the characters and stuff. Like there's some people they don't like in it, and because they think they're being made fun of, and then everyone's kind of saying, how have you not realised this whole show has been them making fun of people like you, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of what I've seen about it.
Oh, so it's the racist people being like, all these racist characters in the show are not like me, except that they are exactly like them. Like kind of thing.
Not racist characters, like they say incels, like those sort of people. And
okay, the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I don't see myself represented in the show at all, so I'm happy to watch and laugh at the people there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's very good. If you like season 1, 2, and 3, then you'll like season 4.
Okay.
Simply.
Unless you're a racist or an insult.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, if you don't like season 4, then I don't think you should have liked any of the other seasons.
I think people are stupid. They don't like. I think season 4, the pennies just dropped that they're being made fun of.
Yeah.
I think in season 1, it was just like, oh, this show has got so much gore and like shock factor and all of this sort of stuff. And then season 2 was just like, was that when the Nazi? Yeah, season 2 was like, and it was just like, oh, I'm not an actual Nazi, ha 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 ha. And then yes, like Homelander's like losing it, ha 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 ha. But I think at this point they're fully like, oh, hold on a minute, are we the baddies? Like, it's literally that. Like,
Homelander's fully losing it in this season 2. It's very fun to see him. He's just been getting more and more off the rails, and then this one he's starting to break, and it's getting. I'm excited to see him fully snap.
Oh man, it's I'm very curious to see where it goes, but I haven't watched Gen V yet, so I don't know if I need to.
I mean, it's mentioned, it's hinted to, like the events of Gen V are hinting at that, but I don't think you really need to unless something else happens later in the season. I don't know, but as of right now, you don't need to have watched it.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt I'll watch it until it's done anyway, and probably just binge it.
Yeah,
but and maybe I'll watch Gen V before that. But sorry, were you finished on that?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. So for me, I don't have much. So the movie I was referring to earlier, where I said they with the deer.
Yeah,
couldn't kill, was called Triangle of Sadness. Very, very weird movie. Like it won a bunch of awards, which is why I watched it. And then watching it, I was like, I see why this won awards, but also this is strange. And it's quite political as well. But it's like a comedy, and it's very much making fun of like upper class people and stuff. So it's basically the people that get stuck on the island are basically incredibly wealthy people, like billionaires and stuff.
Okay.
So they were on a cruise, a luxury cruise, obviously. And they get attacked by pirates and end up stranded on the island. And obviously, as people who are billionaires and used to their money, like being able to do everything and having like the finest food and the finest everything, they're now stuck in this island where their money doesn't mean shit, and they have to fend for themselves and all that stuff. So it's a comedy. But it's very much making fun of them.
Yeah,
like, you people are useless. You people are a drain on society.
Yeah,
that's what the crux of the story is. But it's very, very narratively weird. But it's good. Other than that, I watched Tomb Raider with Alicia Vikander. I don't know if I said this already, but I watched the Ashley Madison Sex Lies and Scandal. And other than that, I've been watching The Traitors season 1 UK, which is very, very fun. And yeah, that's it.
Cool. Let me see. So I went to the cinema and watched Bad Boys, then Ride or Die, which I quite liked. I thought it was actually really good. Very pleasantly surprised with that one. And then I finished The Circle, the new season, which it was decent. I'd recommend. It had AI in it. They had the AI housemate in The Circle for the season. And obviously it was programmed to have all the quirks and stuff of a human, so they had to try and work out who the AI person was, but that was only for the first 2 episodes, so they removed them as soon as the first person got eliminated.
Is this the one where they're in like a place and they chat?
Yeah, so they're all in a room and they just talk through messages. And then watched Perfect Match, which the reunion's happening I think this Friday or tomorrow, so that should be good. That's been quite interesting. Been watching Demon Slayer, the new season, Hashira Art Training Art, which is sick. I'm enjoying it. It's good. Are you watching it, Cam?
No, I'm nowhere near that.
Oh yeah, I forgot you haven't actually watched it. Yeah, it's sick. It's I'd recommend. It's good. I watched Baki Hanma vs Kengan Asura, which was okay, nothing special. I've been watching, just on my Power. I finished Raising Kanan. I'm watching the original one now, OG Power, with 50 Cent and them man. Watched the movie called Hitman on Netflix, which was quite good. It's got the same guy from Anyone But You in it. It was quite good. It's basically about a guy who he works for the police and he gets hired as a hitman, but he's not actually a hitman. So basically when he gets paid, that's when they come and arrest the person who's paying him. And yeah, it's around that.
Oh, is he like undercover as a hitman?
Yeah, so he comes in and he changes his personality for all these people, and then he takes jobs as a hitman. But then once he gets paid, then they arrest the person who's paying him. So then he doesn't actually kill anyone.
Yeah.
But it's a good movie. I'd recommend that one as well. And then I've been watching something called The 8 Show. I've got one episode left, which is a Korean series on Netflix. It's pretty good. About these people who want money, go into this place, and they get given money for every minute they're in the place, and they have to do things to keep their time up.
Yeah.
So they can stay in the place longer.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, that was good as well. Yeah, that's me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wrap it up then.
So yeah, we done. We yeah. For another 2 weeks, then we got all right. Final Euros winners. Who we saying? So we're sticking.
I'm sticking for now. Yeah, I'm sticking for now.
I'm switching from France to Spain. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm sticking with Germany.
That makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Come on, Spain.
So yeah, for another 2 weeks, then catch us on all platforms other than Facebook and Threads. Yeah, YouTube 5 Letters Podcast, and we'll be ending on. Sorry, what was that one again? We'll be ending on Wretch. Oh yeah, Wretch 3 to 2 minutes silence. If we point at the Big Shaq song, yeah.
Never that.
So yeah, that's Wretch 3 to 2 minutes silence. Peace out.
You said that you love me through all my flaws, and I'm the cure and the cause, and I'm the reason you grew up to fight the system and war. You loved me when I was there, but love me more now I'm gone, and often you shed a tear, but there's no point crying, it's fine. I'ma start by saying how much I'm proud of how much you've grown, how much you've sold. I'm losing count of how much you won't fold under pressure. You hold it down with the family on your shoulders. You carry the name around, but you're walking with strength. I came in with your granddad, we were fortunate then, cause it was round about the time when all the poor people fled. Heard that England was the promised land with pounds instead of dollars, so we win rush to the promise in the hope of finding solace. Build a family was the project, and buy a mortgage with the money, so as soon as we die you can argue with your brothers about inheritance and numbers like this is why we suffered. The problem with your generation is you benefited from the renovations. You just moved in like you had reservations in the basin where I used to wash stood on a stone. Western Union where I had to go when calling home. You got it all at your fingertips. If you had it hard then you really had to graft, would I see one of your fingerprints? We had to walk so you can run, so I don't want to hear about you fighting for any slums. There's a war going on outside, and this my grand.
The 5 Letters Podcast.